News Talk disclosed that the Irish government granted residency to over 1,000 millionaires worldwide, and most applicants are Chinese citizens. Wealthy foreigners must meet certain investment conditions for permanent habitation and citizenship. According to the report, 1,400 global millionaires have invested in Ireland for immigration, of which 94% of the success are Chinese citizens. In contrast, only about 1% of investors are from the U.S., with 9 from Vietnam, 5 from Saudi Arabia, and 4 from South Africa. There are also 3 tycoons from Russia, but after the start of the Russia-Ukrainian war, the Ministry of Justice no longer accepts applications from Russian citizens. The investment immigration program requires applicants to have good character, no criminal record, a net worth of at least €2 million, and invest in one of the 4 eligible investment options. According to Ireland's Immigrant Investor Program, IIP, between 2018 and 2021, 93% of people who were granted Irish citizenship were Chinese. Similar to Ireland, many European nations grant residency or citizenship to entice investment. However, in recent years, there have been increasing calls for stringent background checks, particularly regarding inquiries into the applicants' families and the funding source. Al Jazeera revealed in 2020 that China was the second largest buyer of Cyprus's Golden Visa program, acquiring more than 500 EU passports. Well-known tycoons such as property developer billionaire Yang Huiyan, state-owned enterprise China Resources Power President Tang Yang, and several provincial members and representatives of the People's National Congress are among them. Legislatures or affiliated parties have criticized member states for insufficient background checks on applicants. They fear passport by investment schemes could be a backdoor for criminal gangs or government officials to launder money or evade taxes.
The decision of OPEC Plus to cut oil production, possibly setting the stage for higher fuel prices, risks changing U.S. Saudi relations for years to come.
Gasoline prices have been intertwined with U.S. politics for decades, right? It was true for Republican administrations, true for Democratic administrations.
The White House, concerned about the impact on November's midterm elections, where Democrats risk losing their House majority, is far from happy with the kingdom, which is also the de facto leader of OPEC.
It would be an understatement to say that these cuts haven't gone down too well in Washington, with President Biden even threatening of consequences for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
The decision to cut oil production by 2 million barrels per day is seen as difficult at best, this at a time when the U.S. and the wider West needs access to cheaper energy, with some accusing OPEC Plus of weaponizing oil at a time of crisis.
Now, it's clear that the White House essentially sees this move as siding with Putin in a way. Why do the Saudis not agree with that narrative?
I don't think the Saudis took this decision in order to favor Russia. They took this decision for their own interests. For a long time, it's had this tension between trying to preserve long-term oil demand and keep prices reasonable and moderate, but of course also enjoying high oil prices in the short term when they come along.
Production cuts have prompted calls in Washington to reduce arms sales to Saudi Arabia, withdrawing some U.S. troops stationed there and effectively banning OPEC itself.
I think the relationship was not good anyway, and the Saudis increasingly felt that the US to some extent took them for granted, to some extent was not backing them up on security.
And while Saudi Arabia certainly benefits from high energy prices, it also wants to preserve long-term oil demand, much of which is expected to be driven by India and China in the future, and keeping prices stable with a global recession looming.
So you have a lot of gray clouds from a macroeconomic standpoint that certainly have been getting darker and darker over the last couple of months.
For now, the U.S. is moving to release 15,000 barrels from its strategic petroleum reserve, this in a bid to bring down oil prices, while the so-called NOPEC bill, if voted through, could open up OPEC Plus member countries to antitrust lawsuits in America. And while some U.S. military assets in the kingdom could, in theory, be redeployed in the future, such a move is unlikely to have any major impact.
They will always support Saudi Arabia against Iran, because Iran is clearly an adversary of the US. If oil supplies from the Gulf are seriously threatened by Iran right now, then that's really a disaster for US policy.
And that's a reality that means the security aspect of the U.S.-Saudi alliance is likely to remain for years to come. Jim Stenman, CGTN, Dubai.
We have made it absolutely clear to the Chinese embassy that the apparent behavior of consulate general officials during the incident is completely unacceptable.
负责美洲及海外领土事务的国务大臣杰西·诺曼周四表示，已经指示英国驻北京大使向中共外交部明确传达，正在深切关注总领事馆人员的暴力行为。上周日，部分港人在中共驻英国曼彻斯特总领事馆外举行和平示威，期间遭到领馆内多名人员出来暴力阻拦。中共驻曼城总领事郑熙元带头破坏标语，殴打示威港人，还将其中一位陈姓示威者拖进使馆院内进行殴打。
And I have to say, I think it looks very black indeed and damning indeed. There isn't a process that we're going through, and we need to make a factual determination.
大曼彻斯特警方已经展开独立调查，来判定中领馆人员的行为是否构成犯罪，以决定是否需要提起诉讼。
And let me be clear that if the police determine that there are grounds to charge any officials, we would expect the Chinese consulate to waive immunity for those officials. If they do not, then diplomatic consequences will follow.
事实上，无论中共是否取消郑熙元等人的外交豁免权，英国人不欢迎中共外交战狼的事实已经无法改变。
That any consulate individual who is proved to have been one of the perpetrators of this outrageous and violent attack on Mr. Chen will be made persona non grata immediately and sent back to China. The government has the diplomatic power to dismiss them. Whether or not there are criminal proceedings, the fact is we do not want them here in the UK and they must go.
新唐人电视台记者林一综合报道。
Recently, major state-owned banks in China released their credit data with unusually upbeat figures. Experts said that the data came on the heels of the 20th National Congress. They wanted to create an illusion of economic prosperity to hail the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP. On October 16th, when the Congress started, 5 state-owned banks collectively announced their credit operations for the first 3 quarters of the year. These lenders are the Bank of China, the China Construction Bank, the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, the Agricultural Bank of China, and the Bank of Communications. A week earlier, on October 10th, the Postal Savings Bank, another state-owned lender, also announced its credit situation. Data shows that as of the end of September, the new loans of these 6 banks reached 9.53 trillion yuan, or $1.32 trillion, a surge of 31.3% year-on-year. Scholars and businesses questioned the authenticity of the data. They claimed that now, when the economy is depressed and private enterprises are in difficulty, no one wants to take credit. The 6 major banks published their data while Chinese officials decided to indefinitely postpone the release of economic data for September and for the third quarter, which is heightening speculations of a recession. Xie Tian, a professor of marketing at the University of South Carolina, Aiken, said that the bank's move is obviously in response to the convening of the 20th National Congress. Xie said that the authorities suddenly postponed the scheduled release of China's economic data, meaning the data may not be so good. They do not want a negative impact on the Congress. However, the 6 major banks have provided good loan figures, and they are allowed to release that data. The professor said that China's economy always has problems with excessive credit and high leverage. So expanding investment now will make the problem of excessive leverage even worse. A mainland businessman named Wang Jun also questioned the 6 banks' credit data. Wang said that many private enterprises and small and medium-sized enterprises are now reluctant to take out loans, despite low interest rates. Wang explained that it is difficult to do business now, and the loans will bring their own burden, because consumption is sluggish now. He added that he wants to lay off staff. Data from Ping An Bank, a leading joint stock bank, shows a different picture. Its semi-annual report stated that the new credit in the first half of the year was 161.7 billion yuan, a year-on-year decrease of nearly 47 billion yuan. The new loan growth announced by the 6 state-owned banks is considered quite high, given the fact that the ailing property market has not absorbed loans this year. In another opinion, people's willingness to save has greatly increased this year, and their willingness to buy a house has greatly decreased. This makes the funds stranded in the financial system even more difficult to release.
has the sufficient skills and knowledge about their sectors, and they have identified, and rightly so, the irrigation, the health, and as well as the physical infrastructure, and they have the experts of these fields.
Coming to visiting Pakistan, it is